So Khadija, Alan.
Hi there, how are you?
Yeah, all is good, man, all is well.
Fantastic.
How's life treating you?
Well, very well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be invited on this interview with you today.
That's not a problem, man, that's not a problem. So, Alan, tell me about you, man. Tell me about your fitness journey, you know, your lifestyle,
Absolutely.
how you live.
Absolutely. First of all, I'd like to say hello and thank you to everyone out there who has taken the time out to tune in to Fitnesspuretv on the YouTube. Thank you very much. So my name's Alanna Tavernier and I am a mother of 6 beautiful children. I've always loved fitness. Growing up in West London with a brother who was a bodybuilder and a mother who was always very much in tune with, you know, the herbal holistic lifestyle, I always had that kind of intuitive mindset towards health and fitness. Myself as an individual, I was quite laid back as a person, not very athletic. My sister was a dancer, you know, she was always into sports, etc. And I had a lot of cousins who were into football. But I would say I was probably the odd one out, or well, I felt like that at the time because I did go through childhood, I wouldn't say childhood, but teenage obesity. That was due to emotional issues that I went through as a child, just really stress related. I had a lot of anxieties that I turned to food to help me deal with, you know, the difficulties and the struggles on a day-to-day basis. I would say it was when I came to the age of 13 years old, that's when my mother was like, nah, sorry, not my child. Like, I'm not going to allow my child to go down, you know, a dark tunnel of obesity and just, you know, taking my stresses and anger out on myself, basically through self-harming, you know, by using food. That's the thing, you see, with food, we tend to think that it's comforting, it's something that we turn to for emotional support, but that's all a lie. So eventually I turned to cardio and a lifestyle of healthy eating. I did this for 3 months straight when I was in high school, and I was walking to school 40 minutes in the morning and 40 minutes back home in the afternoon. And I felt amazing, Isa. I felt so good. All my friends used to pass me on the bus cheering, go on Alanna, you can do it, you can do it. And I could say that was one of my most proudest moments. And I knew that anything in life that I wanted to achieve, it was all down to me. No one else was going to do it for me. Obviously, I had my mum there prompting me, you know, she let me know that enough was enough, but it was all down to me. So
from an early age, you can say that, you know, you had that discipline of, you know, the goal, you had a goal and you was disciplined with that goal and you accomplished that goal. Absolutely. At the age of 13, which is really good because, you know, at the age of 13, you know, you just want to do what you want to do. But, you know, however, you had the support and that's a very good thing.
Thank you. So yeah, I always had my brother, like I said, my brother Sean Joseph Tavernier. He was an amazing athlete from childhood. He used to take part in rugby in high school and he was a former bodybuilder. I always looked up to my brother. I always wanted that determination and drive that I saw he had. And he really instilled that kind of ethics in us as his sisters. You know, I do wish I'd taken up those characteristics earlier in life, but you know, it's never too late. You know, it's always good to absorb the positive influences that we have around us, especially in the home and in the family. And you know, it will always stay with you. So I would advise anyone, even for those of you out there who are athletes or, you know, you're on a positive pathway in life, like I always say to people, always remember there is someone watching you. You know, there is someone who you love dearly who is impacted by the positive choices that you make in your life. So I would like to say thank you to my brother for that, and I hope that I can adopt more of those characteristics along the way.
So your brother, Sean Joseph Tavernier, that's SJT, yeah?
Yes.
So tell me about, like, it must have been crazy, like being at home and like seeing your brother bulking and protein shakes everywhere, and
Absolutely.
you know, like going through the hormones, and you know, just seeing him bulk and big and transform.
Literally.
Like, you know, can you take me through, you know, some of the experiences that you saw like, him go through?
Absolutely. I can say it was all positive from my outlook. I used to see a lot of whey protein tubs in our cupboard, and obviously as a young girl I'll be curious, I'm not gonna lie, I would take a dip in that tub and I'll have a taste. I'll be like, what is this, you know? Obviously I wasn't sure what it was, but I thought, this tastes good. Obviously different flavour milkshakes, etc. It's only as I got older I was a bit more inquisitive, and I'd ask questions, and he'll explain to me that it was to help him with his nutritional needs as a bodybuilder. And yeah, my brother would frequent the Genesis gym down in London, and sometimes I would go with him, and I always felt so privileged and proud. You know, as soon as we step in the door, everyone will be like, oh my God, you know, there's Sean, and I'll be the little sister, so chuffed. And you know, obviously I realized he does spend a lot of time in the gym. Surely he's gonna know a lot of people. So yeah, I saw amazing transformations over time. I can remember clearly when my brother just went huge, and I was like, whoa, like he's serious, you know. And that's when he let us know that he's on a journey to becoming a professional bodybuilder. I remember when he asked us all to come out to support him at his first show. I think it was up in Manchester, and that was amazing. I was full of anxiety, obviously, as he would be, because you know I really wanted my brother to win, and he did. He took it home, and you know, consistently after that he's just been working really hard. So that's been a very positive influence in my curiosity when it comes to fitness.
So with Sean, he's not he's retired now, isn't it?
Yes.
So do you feel like he retired at a good age, at
Absolutely.
you know, like that finish line? Because obviously, as we know, a lot of bodybuilders, especially today, are you know, dying you know, due to so much stress upon the body throughout the years. Yeah. So you know, Sean leaving the industry at this age, I think was a very, you know, it was a very smart move.
Yeah, I think obviously my brother's a very, you know, wise guy. He does think things through very well, and I think that's something he probably planned well in advance. I think that would actually be a good interview actually with him to find out a bit more.
Let's see if we can get him on.
Yeah, absolutely. But as far as I know, he's into boxing. I think that's something he's always had an interest in. So I'm really happy that he's pivoted in what he's doing. My brother will always do well in everything that he does, and yeah, I wish him the best with all that's to come. Yeah, so seeing my brother really doing well with his bodybuilding, you know, from a young age, I was just always so positively impacted by this, and I believe that's what has crept into my lifestyle, especially when I became a first-time mum at the age of 20 years old. That was back in 2005 when I had my first daughter, Alanna. I did go through a very dark period actually, where I had to use fitness as a way of coping. I did go through postnatal depression for a good 3 years, and it was on and off. Every 6 months I'll have a good 6 months, and then I'll have a really bad 6 months. And yeah, that's when I turned to my college gym at the time down in Hammersmith, West London College. I was frequenting the gym, you know, moderately. I was going about 3 or 4 times a week, and my boyfriend at the time, Aliana's father, was looking after Ali, because he knew that I needed this outlet. It was something for me, it's something that helped me to feel like myself again. I was a former singer, musician, and obviously because I had a lot of stresses that I was dealing with at the time, I moved away from the music industry, and I just found that fitness was my solace. Any dance class, any fitness class that was available at the time, guarantee you I would be there. And I could say it's really helped me to have a sense of discipline. It's helped me to have a track of my needs. I've learned quite a few things about my body. I've learned many things that I'm capable of and things that I would like to adopt even now along the way. And thankfully I can say that that phase of postnatal depression has been far gone now. So as I've had baby number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and my husband and I having number 6 during the lockdown 2020, I knew that fitness was my best friend for life. That's something that I've carried since 2005 right up until today. Yeah, so basically fast forwarding to today, we're in 2022. I can say that I am now a fitness enthusiast. I've always wanted to say that, by the way. Don't get me wrong, there are days when I do trip up like we all do, but that's what makes me human. And there are days when it is very hard, and it's always going to be like that. It's never going to be easy, I tell you that. But now I'm in a position where I can help and inspire other mothers like myself and women to come out of your shell, wherever you've been hiding, and give yourself that chance for an opportunity to improve and to give yourself that healthy lifestyle that you deserve, and that your family and all those around you who love you want to see you flourishing in. Because I
think it's very important, especially for like mums, with a lot of children, they don't have a release, because it's all about the children, the family, and they can go overboard with that and forget about themselves.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
I think the equilibrium and the balance is to try to even just get in the gym, like even if it's 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I even forgot to mention there was, I think it was between 2019 and just the beginning of this year, as a family we were actually homeschooling, and you can imagine the pressure that was on me as a mother, where I had to balance going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week whilst looking after my children and teaching them 5 days a week. But I still had to fit that in as a means of surviving, I needed to refresh my mind, I needed to have an outlet for stress relief, I needed to have a result at the end of the month where I could say, yes, I'm looking a bit more defined, I'm feeling a bit fitter, I'm feeling a bit more flexible, I'm feeling a bit more happier within myself. And this all transcends on my family, my children, When we're at home, we do home workouts, they all join in, we do a bit of Zumba. We could obviously always do more, but gradually. But
you're doing. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
You're actually doing something, and you adopting this lifestyle in years to come, they're going to see that, look, mum did it, even if they go out of balance, they did it. They've seen the hard work, they've seen you put that hard pain and that hard graft in. Absolutely. And they've seen the transformation. So all hats off to you. Keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, don't give up, and just inspire others, inspire yourself. Yes. And thank you very much for coming out. Thank you for your time.
And I'd just like to say a massive thank you to my friend and coach Mariam. I'd like to say a massive thank you to my brother Sean, SJT, and a massive thank you to Isa Hakim, Fitnesspuretv, my husband, the cameraman at the back there. So thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.